Good. Time zone? I couldn't think of what manner of time frame to greet you in there. Does my brain slightly mush at me? No. Not for any reason other than not for any other reason other than I literally cannot think of anything. It'd be one of those head no think too great days. Which honestly is just every other day for me, really, isn't it? I got the food cough. Which, yeah, sometimes happens when I've not long had dinner. Which, is actually usually the case. Such. But, hey ho. That's what happens when you when your stream time is past 7. But yeah, that and days where you that and when you have days where your brain just legitimately goes completely blank. Which is also a issue. But, yeah, it is what it is. That's just a thing. And I really can't do the cohesive thinking today, can I? Again, that's just how it is. Nothing wrong with that. Anywho, game is loaded up. Oh damn, 4 lucky tickets, ready for the grinding. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Monster Hunter. Because it is Saturday grinding. Some people do something on a Friday. I grind in video games. But yeah, as you can see, wishlist is still filled up with the pickaxe SNS. Well, part of me just kind of wants to use that purely for light armor, not for light weapons, for like items and that. If I don't decide to put Bracky on one of these tile updates, I mean. And as well as hammers and switch axes. I'm actually making a good bit of progress on the hammer front. I only got 2 more to go. Because I think I did... Yeah, I knocked out the Gormagile switch axe at some point last week. I don't know. I have kind of just been playing Titanic Scion more or less straight for the past week. I will fully admit that one, but hey ho. What's the limited bounty today? Nothing anything crazy. Oh, actually these two work quite well together, cause I wouldn't mind trying to knock out oh yeah, didn't I also do the Mizu hammer? I went with the Mizu hammer instead of the Zuwu hammer just cause stats. And I'll probably just make the Zuwu hammer just for Artians I'm at. Just to use it as layered weapon for Artians. Yeah. With how those, thingy-madoodles, the limited bounties are, I do think going for the Leviathans that live in the forest isn't a bad shot. Oh yeah, I also have some other good news. I have finally figured out a Apex I can do at 9-star level. That being New Udra. I can do that at 9-star levels quite comfortably. Like this one I could just do at any point, cause yeah, New Udra isn't that bad of a hunt for me. Do I want to try Tempered Guide? Ooh. I'll do that one for just for the decos. You'd think I would make like a blast SNS from Artians. But we all know how well that went the first bloody time. It really showed me how Artian weapons aren't really... Well, you really need to min-max the fuck out of an Artian weapon to make it marginally better than a fully crafted weaponry one, which... Yeah, it was more what it should be. Oh yeah, it just is now what I'd use to fill in gaps for
Commencing quest by order of the guild.
Okay, they're going after the Lullabrina first.
I'll see you back again.
All he has in the Hunter Weapon Department, Charge Blade, and Heavy Bowgun. I can imagine we're gonna see some Charge Blade shenaniganry. And the other guy who just joined is a great sword. This lower arena will probably go down like a ton of bricks. Well, it's a lot of arena. Not exactly got the beefiest health in the world. Ooh. Careful not to get paralyzed. Yeah. It's just going to be a nice, chill stream today, as per usual. Well, as chill as you can get when you're playing Monster Hunter. And that's the Lalabrina down. Told you it wouldn't last long. Now, we have the main course. That tempered Lagiacrus. Yeah, so I orientate between calling it Lagiacrus and Lagiacrus. Oh, it's hunting. Or was hunting. Because when it's uncharged, what it will do is try to jump up at prey. You know, like how crocodiles typically try to. But if it's charged, what it will do instead is, you know about Zapper in the lake thing, where some just put something electrical in a body of water, it electrocutes all the fish and they come to the surface. They get fried and float to the surface. It literally does that, which is actually kind of genius. I'm nearly dead already.
Thanks, that helped.
I am going to be abusing the sacred Alpinus in be a safe place to actually what's it? In being a safe place to actually is someone running a sleep weapon? Like out. Because I feel like someone's running a sleep weapon. Because the Lalabrina was put to sleep as well. So I wonder if someone's running a sleep weapon? Or some kind of... Or the bolt gunner is using sleep ammo? I mean, considering we have a charge blade user and a greatsword user, it wouldn't surprise me. Those are two weapon types that benefit from wake up attacks the most. It ain't enraged yet, so I ain't doing the charge twice yet. I will be making a lot of use of my sacred because I don't have a lot of confidence when it comes to fighting tempered laggy. Even with sword and shield, which I'd argue is my best weapon type these days. Well, not to say I'm bad with other stuff like switch axe or hammer. It's just that my best, I would consider my best weapon, but one I'm consistently good with is SMS. But I get my hang of Laggy's moves a lot more. Plus, I think this will probably heal me up if I get a bit low anyway, which is nice. Oh, I just realised that the greatsword user is either using the Guardian Rathlos one from the looks of it. When I say using the weapon, it could either be, well, the actual weapon itself, or as a layered weapon for an Artian or something. Oh, that was, I got my ass saved by the skin of my teeth. Thank you, and holy shit. That was a bit too close to comfort. Pays to have teammates that'll bail your arse out of a tough situation. After all, Monster Hunter is a co-op game at the end of the day. It's a game that emphasizes co-op at the end of the day. Being able to cover each other's asses is something any hunter will appreciate. Like, making sure for these tougher hunts, or for these hunts, you know, folks have a bit more trouble with eating for insurance nil, so you get that free, that extra carb. In case it goes a little bit, pear-shaped. Oh, is it going into its little cave? Okay. Never like being the first one in to an area with a target in it when playing co-op. Yep. Right. Yeah, doing the underwater bit. Shit, we missed. There we go. We got... Oh, he just died. Yeah, something tells me it's his first time fighting tempered laggy. Fair enough.
That helped. Do it twice. Why did you sell the crap? Oh! Clever thinking, actually. If I'm able to actually hit the underwater. Ow, bitch. That helped.
Ah, so that's what it looks like from up here. Good. Jesus! Jesus!
Thanks. That helped. Thanks. That helped.
Well, we really went full scorch earth on that, didn't he? Please for trap. At least Will's trap worked. Back up. See, hit and run weapons probably work really well. Because, like, he does have predefined vulnerable moments. Or parts where a stronger shield would serve you well. Well, he can hit you from behind, that's the only thing. When he does the double charge. If it was just like two of those slams or something, that wouldn't be as bad. Okay, I need to sharpen. Please don't turn in my direction, please. Thank you. Bollocks. Again, my only issue is that's the 8-star version. And it's able to kill you really damn easily. And this is high rank. That thing, I feel like should be more of a thing in Master Rank. More than high rank. But apparently the 8-star monsters are like about where the Arch-Tempered monsters are in terms of difficulty. Which, will admit, is a bit yikes, but really no tempered laggy hunts right now? What about normal laggy hunts? In what universe are you going to be able to beat a lag in 25 minutes? Like, it takes at least 15-20 to fight laggy normally. Or at least that's what it feels like. Why are all three of them using lancers? Is there a bit here that I've accidentally walked into? It feels like there's a bit here I've walked into. Because, or I found the rare instance of lance mains coalescing into one group. Well, still got a pointy stick and a shield, so I kind of qualify. You know, in hindsight, I should have picked a camp that was a bit closer. Shouldn't I? Oh well. It looks like it's in its special little hidey hole anyway. Because sometimes it will just start out there. Ooh, that, and it's charged. Two of their sacreds look like goddamn unicorns. Well, this is one thing I'm curious about. Like, is Lance a good idea against laggy? Because if you can get used to when it's enraged, is it when it's enraged or when it's charged that it does the double dash? There's a Mario joke in there, but I am playing this on PS5, so it don't exactly work. Then again, actually going back to the Lance main thing, it wouldn't surprise me if there were more Lance users. Cause when they did, was it Pyro Update 2 or the mid-August update? Because I know one of those, they they made some weapon changes, and Lance was one of the ones that got some changes. I think it got a couple of extra new moves. Not anything particularly groundbreaking. Okay, it's popping out here. Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, with enough guard, they could probably block that. But I suppose decorations I would put on Lance are guard up, and some sort of attack one if I can. Oh, maybe what I could do is if I fancy it a bit later, I could do some tempered Neudra hunts, cause like I said, I can do the 9-star hunts for those pretty easily now. Well, pretty easily, cause it's not one of those monsters I have trouble with at all. So, could do a bit of talisman farming. Oh, bitch. Got it. Yeah. Even normal Lagiacrus ain't one you should take lightly. I feel like the only toe update monster that didn't have anything crazy added to them was Steve. But you also have to remember, it's bloody Sergio's. I don't think it needed anything crazy. Oh, I got it. Why do I always seem to end up doing this then? Actually, it's kind of cool in third person as well. Like, see. Oh, I still got a couple of eggs left. It does start that the 9-star monsters don't actually give out hunter symbol freeze. I think that should be a thing no matter what level the tempered you're fighting, you should be able to get some. Right, I forget about the slide slash. Why do I keep forgetting about the slide slash? That's like one of my premier tools in order to get in. Not great as an evasion tool, though. I will admit. Okay, paralyzed. Ow. And there's the capture. That's nice. We're lucky that music doesn't get DMCA'd or some shite like that. No gems. Each opening really? I already have one of those? Yes, something aquatic life. Well, I got all the horns and shock spines I need for the upgrades. I just need the 2 sapphires and the hunter symbols. Meaning, we're gonna be here a while in terms of that. Seriously, I know gem drop rates are gem drop rates, but you would have thought that would have been a bit better. But, hey ho. That's just how it is. But, is what it is. Right. Out of sheer curiosity.
How can I serve?
Actually, make the. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could make the Jargon one. But I'm gonna wait and see what Fire Update 3 brings, cause I can see us potentially getting a bit like one last shred of info about it some point with the next week or so. I don't know, just kind of spitballing here. Wanna know is a couple of stuff for like
Leave this to me.
Oh, I do have stuff for a blast lance if I want to try that.
Ooh, Artian, you say? I'm up for the challenge.
I still love the fact that the Ron Popolo lance is just a massive syringe. some of the best designs are some of the ones that are most simple. Damn, that's a hell of a lot of sharpness. And it gets crit status. Gravios 1. A lot of blast, negative affinity. I try not to use negative affinity. Ooh. I didn't realize the Geiger's one was so clean looking. But yeah, something tells me I definitely make a Artian for Blast when it comes to Lance. Because there's no Ajaricon one. So... yeah. Is this what I mean by we really need something like Bracky in the game? Or Teostra? But I feel like they, other than Zoshia, are very much trying not to put in this one? Yeah, but it feels like they're trying their damnedest to not put in Elder Dragons? Because it wouldn't make sense lore-wise, because lore-wise the Vinland is this very rich and unique ecosystem. And a effing Elder Dragon messes up ecosystems. Huh, what's this tree? Guess we got something planned for Gunlance then.
Ooh, Artian, you say? I'm up for the challenge. Should I begin?
Okay, let's see what we get out of it.
You can leave this to me. A sage choice.
Bit of sharpness, attack, and element. Now let's compare that to like the other decent elemental options. Or status option should be a better point of reference. Yeah, bit less raw, bit more status, and good bit of affinity. Not bad. I think I have to keep it with this one.
Oh, good. Very good.
Alright. Let's give it a shot. But that ain't a bad idea. Ooh. Okay, let's really pick up a notch when it comes to the blast, shall we? Holy shit, that's one hell of a... That's a perfect tool for a weapon like this. Let's switch him. Now, I have not used Lance in a hot minute, so... That's been... Sticks... Okay. Talisman melding. Basically, the randomly rolled talismans you get from 9-star quests, you can... re-roll them. You can dump a bunch of them in a pot and you'll get a couple of new ones out of it. Fortune Hunter skill. What is that? What is that? Oh, it increases any. Not something I really need that much of, but you never know. But, I hope. Oh yeah, let's try it, shall we? Christ, this thing is long though. You know what? Yeah, let's try it on tempered noodle. Yeah, Nudra's new name is just Noodle. Because Nudra sounds like noodle to me. It's close enough to it that my brain makes that leap in logic.
Mounted it!
We received supply items. Don't let them go to waste.
Right, I forget, it's a 4-thing combo. It's 1, 2, 3, da da da. And then 4 does that multi dab. Oh, okay. Da, da, da. Oh, okay. So you can go into counter thrust straight from. Okay. Yeah, would not recommend maximum might on a Lance setup. Also, remembering Rise, you have to press X and A twice. To okay, so Lance has the perfect block thing as well. And the return thrust is basically counter slash for it. Okay. Oh, a sharpness skill wouldn't go amiss when it comes to this weapon type. It actually outputs some solid damage. Yeah, it was basically as soon as his sword and shields. Oh. Yeah, perfect guarded, bitch. It is asleep again? Someone's definitely running a sleep weapon. Okay, that's a weird focus strike. Yeah, the gap closer is a lot more potent this time. It wasn't this potent because you had to do the triangle and circle input, or X and A for switch, to do a short shield bash first, and then you had to press it again, then you would do the jumping thrust. Poison attack, paralysis resistance, viral expert, Damn, that's a wide range. I'm never gonna need that much wide range, that's the only thing. Guard up, elemental absorption. After taking an damage. Oh, okay. Okay, for its trial run, Blast Lance is good. For its trial run, Blast Lance was fun.
Okay, see you later.
Lance actually does seem to be fairly potent. Not massively potent, but still fairly potent. So yeah. But that's just how it is. Sometimes you'll find a particular element that works really damn well on a particular weapon type. Like,
Mouth-watering. Appreciated.
faster attacking weapons work better with status and an element. Because you're not relying on raw as much. And status, well, with how status build up works in Monster Hunter games, if you hit more times, there's more of a chance to inflict the status. That's a 9-star. I don't want to do a 9-star right now. What about music? There's an 8-star Mizu. It was never a bad idea to have, like, either status weapon or a raw weapon for use for grinding. That way you don't have to fluff about with different setups particularly much. Now I myself don't use raw weapons particularly much.
Have everything?
I've always preferred to use
We received
element weapons.
Don't
And
let
if
them
I am to not use an element weapon, I prefer to use a status one instead. That way I have something else than just the raw damage. Right. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. And it's installing Soul Seer mode too. Then again, I have heard Tempered Mizu goes into Soul Seer mode a lot earlier. Oh, it's going to be hard not mistaking the glowing eye for tempered wound, because those glow purple as well, a purpley blue color as well. Oh, it's nearly dead already? I know Mizu don't have a lot of health, but something tells me that it could just be that these guys are really damn good at this game. But this Tempered Mizu is getting his ass kicked. God, being able to point where you're being able to actually aim your weapon properly is a godsend with Lance.
We're making good progress on the materials we're after.
Right? It's just way, way easier. Oh, can I? Yep, I can.
Come on over.
You
How can I serve?
Watch this.
the Mizu S&S.
How can I serve?
Ooh, that's gonna be quite a bit of farming, but it'll be worth it cause element file switch axe. I love using element file weapons. Oh, element file switch axes. I much prefer it over. Right, I'm gonna try going back to laggy. Yeah, that'll do. Because I really want to see how well it actually does. And there is a hunting horn user. Yeah, hooray for hunting horns! I should really have like some sort of alert or something to praise hunting horn users. I should start having stuff like that anyway. Something to give the streams a bit more. Like, I'm fine with how the streams are now, but sometimes you do want to add a little bit something extra to it, don't you think? Okay, it seems like with focus mode you can only really aim at a certain way. Whoosh. Yep, charge still works. I have to get used to using the guard, not the counter. Ow! I dodged a bullet there. Also, did I forget to stock my stuff again? Luckily, the good thing with that was a bit too close. Why is it a lot of the close calls involve flaggies? What? I thought I could block that. Honestly, sometimes it's better to actually just get knocked back. Because sometimes that knockback is what actually saves you and allows you to reposition. And sometimes repositioning is more important than actually doing damage. Okay, it does it in one big hit rather than a bunch of smaller hits. Yeah, as for skills I would put on a lance set, do not use maximum mites unless you're planning to use two-piece Guardian Folger. Why do I say that? That's because you do back hops as part of your rotation. And that uses up a little bit of stamina. But it's probably enough that and used not as often, that the Guardian Folger set could probably cover you in that regard. Plus, it's worth being a bit careful with maximum might, well, using maximum might on any weapon that can guard. Got it. So what it'll do is, you want to heal with that level if you can, cause A, free damage, and B, it'll force it out the water for a bit for you to do a bit of extra damage, and then it'll immediately, once it gets back up.
I've set a trap.
But yeah, once it gets back up from that, it'll just continue on its merry way. Water section. Well then, boys. But I believe the Legiacrus has been thoroughly rattled. Hanging me today, bitch. Or this time. You already killed me once today. Dang it. Oh, is it doing... Nope, he's doing the thing. Okay. Yay. See, that's what I mean, like, you don't see them... Well, I don't see people other than me doing that part of it. The finisher that gets it back up on land. Too much? This is what the 8-star one's like. I dread to think what the 9-star one's like. I ain't brave enough for that shit. Oh, bollocks. No, piss off. I love how instead of, no, don't kill me, I go, no, piss off. Like, I couldn't be any more aggressive about that if I tried. Yep. It wouldn't be a tempered Lagiactus hunt without someone without someone dying. Oh, we broke the back. You know, that's one thing I really wish, breaking the back on Lagiactus would do. Either shorten the range on its electrical attacks, or make it so it can't go in its fully charged state. You know, I would love for them to put more interaction-y bits into it. Dang it. Yay! Thank God we managed to kill one of these fuckers today. No gem though. Figures. say, it does seem like Lance is the way to go with it. But, yeah, it's such a rare occurrence for me to actually, beat a tempered laggy actress on stream, but I'm literally gonna tweet about it. You know, it was a good Monster Hunter World stream when I actually managed to finish a tempered laggy actress hunt. Now, huh? Well, that's my high point for today, and none y'all can take that away from me. I actually managed to finish a tempered laggy actress hunt on stream.
Alright, I'm here if you need me.
Unfortunately, no closer to finishing off some of the list. Unless I get another hunter symbol, and I might actually be able to either do a pickaxe, SNS, or the Gormagala's wax. Right. So, we know we can do 9-star Nudra pretty easily with this thing. We know we can actually potentially do tempered laggy with this thing.
Yeah.
What else can we fight? Sort it, another tempered laggy actress. I need to double sure that this shape it ain't a fluke. Well, my accent came out in full force there, didn't it?
Good to have you.
You're the only one who can manage this quest, Hunter.
Right.
Good to have you.
We received supply items. Don't let them go to
well,
waste.
we can just use or 18. Yeah. hammer, a hammer, dual blade, charge blade. And something's coming this way soon. Something wicked this way comes. We just don't know what. Oh, I'd be toasted if that was an SMS. If I was using an S. Bullshit. Bitch, I was bigger wasping. God, that don't sound right. Yeah, I don't think you appreciate that. He really didn't appreciate that. Oh, a Hungalala? Not it. I just love the electrical burns it leaves on the ground. That's a good thing about using Lance on my attack. It actually does give me enough like with Lance, it gives me enough health and stamina to get the fuck out of there, and go heal. A Lullabuina? From what it sounds like? Yep, dangly legs, it's a Lullabuina. I don't know what I did, but it was kind of epic. You don't get to sneak up on me and do that, bitch. That went well. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to get the vibe that Lance is probably a good idea for Laggy. I got him out. we go. That was perfectly timed. Whoever did that, I really appreciate you. See, it actually leaves me with about half health. Bastard!
More supplies have been added.
Have a nice hunt.
I am mapping up a little bit. The Lord of the Seas, shot by a sodding shock trap. So, how's you guys' weekend going? I forgot to ask. Mine's going alright. It's another one of those nothing to write home about weekends. That makes sense. Like, nothing bad's happened, but nothing good of note has really happened either. I just spent a good chunk of today playing more Titanic Silent. I'm nearly done with Colosseum stuff. In that game actually. And what will likely happen is I do the rest of that on stream. Because I only got like 2 more matches to actually go with that one. Good. Should come over here eventually. Should come over here eventually. Get your ass over here, bitch. I love it how, when it does go in that dizzy state, everyone just knows to just dogpile on. Let's try this again. Come on. Move over here so I can drop the other set boat. So that the other set boats can be dropped on you. You scaly bastard. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting you can't block walls in this game. How the hell is... Oh wait, it's enraged but not charged up. Okay, I thought it was also charged up. And another... Well, let's try not to spam the damn thing, fellas. I don't... Because, traps, like status elements, get less effective. To where the monster will pop out of them immediately. I don't know if that carries between both kinds of traps or just one kind of trap. I don't really use traps too much myself. I just use them every so often. Well, actually, scrap that, I don't really use them at all. Now I really think about it. Oh, where are you going? Oh, he's going to fish. You know, it would be cool if we could actually stop it feeding by like... Oh, bollocks, this is a 25-minute mission. Well, it's nearly dead, so... we might be able to get away with it? Or are we capturing the bloody thing? Really? We're going for a kill on this one? We don't even have 5 minutes left. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left. As you can kill it in 3 minutes. We can this one far too close to my comfort. You guys should have really tried capturing it. Oh, thank God. Well, that's the second tempered, laggy hunt I've been able to complete today. Nice. Like, seriously, that's actually quite impressive for me. No gems still. Seriously, if you're gonna make it so tempers give increased rare part drops, make it so it's a pretty substantial increase to actually make it worth the average player's time. Because not all of us has the skill to consistently hunt tempered laggy actress. And again, I think that's a general issue I have with Wilds. Sometimes I just don't feel like I'm being rewarded for my time. Which isn't the greatest feeling in the world.
You have any requests?
Watch this.
At least we can fully upgrade the Raw Swift axe. Which is nice.
Another satisfied customer.
Maybe we could do one more hunt.
Yeah.
And let's see what we get. You know what? I'm really curious to see how Blast Lance does against Jinder Hud. Against 8-star tempered Jinder Hud. I think I've done 9-star tempered Jinder Hud once, and that was the very first 9-star hunt I was able to do. But it was bloody close.
Check your sacred's pouch.
Like, I think we were on our last car or something. Whereas with Nurudra, yeah, I could do that without even thinking about it. So for talisman farming, that's... Oh, this is off to a fantastic bloody start, isn't it? Okay, if this one goes south, then we'll probably do another one. Damn. Got good hit songs for Lance, I will admit. Yep, we're gonna do this. Another one, cause that went pear-shaped really quickly. Something tells me someone
That was an unexpectedly fierce monster.
might have underestimated it.
Let's try again after some preparation.
I saw the three main... Well, there are four main reasons why you'd cut to a monster. One, you took a hit and you just did not have the defense for it. Because you didn't upgrade your gear. Bad time to try. No, that one's full. That one's a 7-star. Been the weaker side, but hey, I don't mind finishing off a stream on a slightly easier hunt. But yeah, the 4 main reasons, according to me personally, why someone would carts on a hunt. One, they forgot to upgrade their armor, so they get one shot by the more powerful attacks, even if it ain't a tempered monster. 2, they underestimated how hard it hits, which kind of goes with the first point, if I think about it. 3, they just don't know the moveset, or they get cocky. They just kind of... dang it. Coincide with each other a little bit. Or random bullshit. Yeah, bullshit deaths are a thing in Monster Hunter games. You can kind of guess what I mean by that. Ones that are really stupid deaths that were kind of outside your own control. Or you get comboed and you feel like it's utter bullshit. And I'm gonna go with example. I always go for stuff I feel like is utter bullshit. Tempered Nightshade Palomu. Sword bath. Oh, that's great. What are you doing? Okay, they managed to get to one in time, or they bullshit it in some other way. Okay. Yeah, the 7-star tempered are the weakest version of the tempered apexes. They're not just they're not going to annihilate the shit out of you, but they can still kill you somewhat easily if you screw up a bit too much. I really forget just how much of a defensive powerhouse Lance actually is. Lance is very much meant for you to keep in the monster's face and stay there. Poking at, using your more targeted attacks to poke specifically the squishy bits. Oh, it definitely feels like they up the amount of damage Lance does. Not quite to the insane degree Sword and Shield has. I still think Sword and Shield has the DPS edge over Lance. But this Lance isn't half bad. It's a Blast Artian Lance that I think rolled... let me check. yeah. 1 sharpness boost, 3 element boost, and 1 attack boost. So it's more weighted towards the blast than anything else. Which ain't the greatest for status weapons. You do want ones that's more raw orientated, because that's the main bit of damage you're going to be doing. But if you're using a poison or blast weapon, it's mitigated somewhat. Hell, I'd say if you want a status weapon that you can get a good bit of damage out of, blast is probably a better option because it triggers a bit more often. Well, I can never tell when it actually has triggered or not. Honestly. I know, I don't see the giant ass explosions happening every 5 seconds. Unless it's simply a case I just turned the effects down and didn't really notice the damage numbers at all. Got one more of a sudden in here. Which, you know what I think back. Yeah, the friend also turned the radiator, turned the heating up. So the radiator under my desk is on. Well, luckily my laptop ain't really overheating at all. It's hell, for once, my laptop's actually behaving in that regard. Which is nice. Bollocks. We were doing so well as well. Ah well, you win some, you lose some. That be the nature of the hunt. But hey, we got to complete 2 tempered Lagiacrus hunts. And yes, I will instinctively switch between the 2 pronunciations. For no apparent reason. Because I do that sometimes. Because apparently that's a thing I do. Now. But, hey. At least we managed to check a couple of things off the list. So, that's better than nothing. Oh yeah, we've made a fair dent in it. Plus, we got a couple of extra... What's it? Actually... I wouldn't mind seeing if I could meld them. Meld the talismans, because I didn't get anything great out of that particular... Talismans melding. User plays talismans. Huh. That one I'm keeping, cause I don't know, I might find a use for it. I doubt it though. Right.
There you are.
I don't think we're gonna get anything stellar out of these, but never know. Opening shot for mule. Nope. Oh. Oh. That isn't bad for maybe like a gunner set that uses for gore thing. Plus the extra bit of wide range is nice. Yeah, that's not actually that bad. Huh. I mean, if I decide to make use of me Artian heavy bowgun again, that might not be a bad one. Cause I think ballistics also make it so you can use pierce ammo at closer ranges. Poison duration and coalescence. And actually not that bad, cause yeah. But if I'm going to use a poison weapon, it's likely going to be the Rathian weapon, which has poison duration up on it anyway. So it's not that useful when you consider the weapon choice I would go with.
Are you looking for something?
Alright.
I hope it suits your taste.
This one anything? Slower maximum my earplugs. Not particularly great. Maximum might isn't something I would use on hammers. Oh, hunting horn might not be a bad shot. Earplugs I just don't use anyway. No, I don't find roars that annoying to deal with.
Give it a try.
Use item. What? What? You can use talisman tickets to get 10 of these fuckers?
There you are.
I'm complaining. Let's see. Focus on quick sheath. That feels kind of longswordish to me. But focus ain't great these days. Guard combat element. I don't like combat element in general. Brutal draw, rapid morph. Guard 2, load shields 1. That strikes me as a very gun lance orientated one. Oh! Oh, that one actually perks my fancy quite a bit. Razor Sharp and Divine Blessing level 2. Poison resistance is nice. Poison don't really come up too often. And the Rarity 8 one is a bit of disappointment. 2 Ice Stack, 1 Tetrid Shot, and 1 Latent Power. As useful as Latent Power would be for a bow on paper, Latent Power just ain't a particularly good thing in this game. Oh, we can do a preview. Then. Or attack, speed eating, nah. What's survival expert? environment interactables. Nah. Having that on a talisman isn't bad. Especially if I decide to run like something like gun lance and sword and shield, or gun lance and lance if I'm being really fruity. Yeah, out of a lot of these, this is the one that strikes me the most, cause I use Divine Blessing a ton, and well, I don't really use sharpness skills in wilds, cause where you can just get natural white on near enough and most weapons in this game, you don't exactly, I don't feel the need to use sharpness skills too much. But Razor Sharp is a good set and forget sharpness skill. Because at level 3, it gives you 50% chance of your weapon not losing sharpness, which is great for faster attacking weapons, because you're going to trigger that 50% chance more often than not. So it's better in those circumstances. I don't know how it works with bowgun shelling. No, gun launch shelling, I mean. So that's a... I'll have to look that up. I don't know, just that as favorites. I'm not gonna keep that in the end. Oh yeah, I didn't know the silver melding tickets allowed you to get 10 of them. Mind's Eye, Maximum Eye Ambush. Oh. That's Protective Polish level 2. Heroics I don't use anyway, because I do not like going below that low health. There's two playstyles I don't like in video games. One is the glass cannon playstyle. The other is the... You have to be on low health for it to get the max benefit thing. But the other two aren't bad. Again, Protective Policy is another sharpness related skill, and extra 3 defense can't hurt. Hell, if you have places in to slot it in, you could actually hit level 7 on this, on defense boost. Artillery free meal, not particularly great. Yeah. This one's interesting, probably not gonna use it though. Yeah. But yeah, it is kinda interesting about the silver melding tickets. I know that there are gold melding tickets as well, but they come up once in a blue moon. But now that I know, that's probably a bit of a better way to farm them.
Here, Hunter. I was given this for you.
Let's see what's in the item trade. I don't know if silver ones can show up here. Yeah, you can sometimes get gold relic ones show up here. Well, these are for relics for Arcean stuff. Yeah, that's it. Gold melding tickets. But you need Nightflower pollen, which is very, very rare. You can only get it at a certain time of day, at a certain spot, in the Woodland Plains, under certain weather conditions. That's if I'm even remembering it correctly.
Okay.
Bowling. Can you get silver melding tickets from the bowling? I wanna check real quick before we finish up. Right, area. Where the fuck am I even going? Okay, now we're in the right blaze spot. Yeah. Game of barrel bowling to end off the day, shall we? How's the first one? Yeek. Okay, I actually hit the big one. Somehow. Okay, so I'm going this side. Yeet. Well, at least I got a bunch there. That one, it seems like you get more from the explosions than the actual rolling. I suppose if you wanted to stock up on meal tickets, that's not a bad shout. If I'm honest. But, yeah. I think that's where I'm gonna put a pin in the game for today. We got a fair bit done. We also found out that this Archean Blast Lance is actually, when properly modded, is decorationed, is actually really damn good for just general farming. But hey, that's the thing with status and raw weapons. They don't really... They're not as finicky to line up. But if you can line up element, you're good to go. And... God damn, that's a lot of... Oh right, because I'm in maximum might mode. Yeah, technically maximum might is actually active right now. Okay. Yeah. Anywho, we is going to just chat and relax and chat for another 5-10 minutes or so before ending for the day. Because, oh, for anyone who's new here, that's just how I prefer to structure my streams. Run the intro for like 3 or 5 minutes. Have a opening chat for another 5 minutes. Play the game. Then go back to Zatsu's screen for another 5-10 minute chat, and then roll the metaphorical credits, I guess. But hey, I suppose all streamers have their unique ways of doing things. This is mine. Which, yeah. I have a train of thought. It'll come to me eventually. But I you know, I can't really think of much I've actually done this week. It's just been one of those very uneventful weeks where nothing crazy, good or bad, has really happened. Which, don't get me wrong, for someone who likes to just leisurely go along in life, for better for worse, it suits me just fine, but the only thing is it doesn't really make for much to really talk about on stream now, does it? But, hey ho, that's just how it be sometimes. But what interesting conversation topics can the internet generate up? Because I'm struggling. Yeah, you got all the stuff that was announced for in the Nintendo Direct the other day. The main one I'm interested in is Monster Hunter Stories 3. Because they revealed a couple of interesting things in the trailer for it in the Direct. One of those is a particular, well, how monster swapping's gonna work. Rather than having to manually go into the menu to swap, or just having to be near an object that requires a, well, interact with a object or something that requires a particular monster to traverse. Instead, it seems like you're going to be able to do it from a quick swap wheel, which, yeah, was pretty cool. Plus, you can also swap monsters like mid-flight as well, which I think is really cool. You also get Plesioth as a monster this time. We didn't in the previous game, and people were very mad about it. Me, I don't really mind. Plesioth isn't my favourite monster in the world, but even I will admit it's definitely a fun concept to be able to unleash a Plesioth's goddamn hip check against something. Which, yeah, that sounds like fun. Also, well, we knew Magdamalo and Rise monsters were going to be in the game, but the trailer kind of also confirms that wild monsters might be in the game as well, because there's a scene of fighting a Chupacabra, and they may have hinted towards Ray Dow being in the game as well. Which... yeah. Pretty happy about that, because I'd consider Ray Dow my favourite out of the Apexes. I would put it like this. Ray Dow, Jinderhad, Nuudra, Oofduna. Jinderhad I think is a cool design, and is technically a Leviathan, which is interesting. Well, it looked like it just crawled its way out from a Souls game or something, let's be honest. It definitely gives me that vibe. Or it could just be the area fighting. Nuudra, cool that they managed to get a skeleton that complex to work in Monster Hunter, but not particularly crazy fight. Oofduna I just do not like. Hell, I'd say Oofduna is the only new monster I don't like in Wilds. Hell, I think it's probably the only monster in the game in general I just don't like too much. And now, I generally do think that Wild's roster is quite a hit. I either did well by creating the newer monsters, they really captured the imagination, or they made the returning monsters feel good to fight, especially the title update ones. People were disappointed when Mizu was able to come back, but people weren't fucking complaining after title update 1 actually hit. And they realised just how much of a glow up they did with it compared to Rise. And I think Rise had a really damn good Mizutsune. But I don't know. And Lagiacrus, well, he was longly anticipated, and they delivered. They even included underwater combat that actually felt decent, because it weren't all clunky. The edges? I don't know. Feels like he's kind of the same as he was in Rise. Sunbreak. But it does feel like they made him a bit tougher. Granted, Rise they didn't have a tempered system. But yeah, it feels a bit stronger. I haven't actually been able to beat a tempered Seregios yet. I haven't. Oofduna had never really bothered, because again, I do not like Oofduna enough to fight the tempered version. That's a bit of a hell to the no on that one. Yeah. I remember when fighting tempered Arkfeld was the highest level of difficulty you could actually do in Wilds. Despite it only being like pre-tile update 2, it feels like that's an eternity ago. Just cause how much tile update 2 actually shook things up. And I get the feeling tile update 3 is gonna be just as much of a shake-up. Well, I just hope that with the Final Fantasy XIV collab this time, it's not as painful. Omega Planetes, or whatever it's called, isn't as annoying of a fight as Behemoth was. Yeah, I did not like Behemoth in World. Hell, I think with the actual collabs themselves, the collabs themselves were actually kind of cool. The monsters from The Witcher and, well, the exclusive monsters from The Witcher and Final Fantasy XIV collabs, on the other hand, I just do not like. Leshen and Ancient Leshen, they're a bit of a nothing burger for me, cause I don't have any real interest in the Witcher franchise at all. And I've already said my piece on Behemoth. So yeah, I feel like if I continue talking about him, I'm gonna go into a full-on rant about the bits of that fight I think aren't exactly particularly well designed. But luckily, at least with the mechanics that can one-shot you, they've done a much better job of that since. Like, Safi'jiiva, much better, because there are plenty of places you can hide behind that aren't going to be destroyed. Jinder Herd. The thing are in set locations. Yes, you have to pull them down manually, but that's easier to understand. And hell, I think they actually straight up explain that mechanic to you. Which, yeah, if you're gonna put an insta-kill mechanic in a Monster Hunter game, having a hint saying, hey, you should probably do this, otherwise you'll probably fucking die, isn't a bad idea. In my eyes. So, yeah. If you're gonna add extra mechanics to a monster, just don't make it as intrusive feeling as Behemoth was. Like, or at the very least explain it better. Or implement it slightly better. So there's a lot of leeway, and if it is a insta-kill mechanic, make it so you have a wide berth for the player, and have it a you died because you generally fucked that up. I always see Monster Hunter as a thing of skill as much of a thing of build crafting. Really. And yeah, make a thing that instills you confusing to understand or very easy to fail. don't particularly feel too great. But hey ho, that's a rant for another day. That's a full-on rant for another day, but probably try not to do stream because I don't like ranting on stream. Even if it's about game design stuff. But speaking of next week, I haven't made the schedule yet, but it'll likely be, well, more or less same as this week. It'll likely be Titanic, well, Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion on the Tuesday, Sonic X Shadow Generations on the Friday until we finish that, until we finish the replaythrough, and our Saturday grinding stream on the Saturday, which next week is going to be, we're circling background to Warframe for that one, because Operation Plague Star is currently out, and it lasts for, well, it came out on Wednesday, and it usually lasts for about 2 weeks. Well, it's lasting to the 24th, so I figured might as well, since that's gonna be, since the 24th is not next Wednesday but the Wednesday after, might as well plop it into the Make Warframe the grinding stream for next week. I really gotta find other games for Saturday grinding, so that we have a bit more variety, huh? I'll have to think. There aren't too many games that I can really think of. Yeah, I'm grinding in Titanic Scion quite a bit, but grinding in that game isn't the most riveting thing in the world. Genshin I play, but I don't stream it. I think I tried to once way long ago. I don't think the VOD for it's up anymore, but it didn't go well. I didn't like it. No, I don't really stream, so I never really committed to stream Genshin. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't actually checked out Nodcry yet. I can't think of what other games to do for Saturday grinding. Maybe I could switch it so it's not just grinding on Saturday, but also maybe others, maybe multiplayer games as well, like Mario Maker 2 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or Sonic Racing Cross Worlds when that comes out at the end of the month. Because I know I'm going to be playing a crap ton of that game. So, yeah. Well, it'll definitely be Warframe next Saturday. But after that, I'll have a bit of a think. Especially because the week Plague Star ends is actually the week Cross Worlds comes out. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that 2 games I really wanted, but I really had my eye on, come out in the same month. And again, September's one of those every cool update or game comes out this month. But hey ho. Anywho, yeah. Keep an eye on Twitter or the YouTube community tab for the schedule. But make sure to have notifications on anyways, as they'll notify you when I'm live in general. So it makes it a bit easier for you guys to catch stream. But just you popping in and hanging out for a bit here and there is enough for me. And I'm gonna call it there for today. It's coming up to a 3-hour mark. But so I'll let you go for the weekend. So as always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out with me. Very, very much appreciated. I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you next week. Good night, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Good night, and see you next week.